see the board? Yes, you can see the board perfectly well. So we were talking about the modals which suggest something, which shows some kind of advice or moral obligation or compulsion or some kind of necessity. So the first one is given already, that moral duty. It will be ought to. Can you see this side of the board? Okay, so exercise B, all of you have completed, I hope. I asked you to complete it on your own and that you would be checking the answers the next time we meet. Done. Okay. Now, let us start with the modals which express permission and possibility. Permission and possibility. All of you have taken down the answers of exercise B? Okay. So, permission. For seeking permission, we can use three modals: may, can and could. May, can and could. May is used to ask permission in a formal manner, official manner. Can, informal permission. Suppose you are asking a permission from your family member or relative with whom you share an informal relation or a personal relation. And could is used sometimes as a past form of can, and when you want to be too polite, then also you use the word could for asking permission. Now, this is permission and this next is possibility. All these things are given in your book. For possibility, the first thing we are going to study is may. May is used to suggest a good possibility of something happening. It is stronger than might. Okay. Good. Can you see the board? Possibility, which is stronger than might. Might suggests a weak possibility. Weak possibility, as well as it is also used as a past form of may and also as a conditional. Conditional means when you are asking for some kind of, when you are suggesting a condition, like if you ask him, he might come to the party, might come. That means a condition, that is if you ask him, then he might come. Okay. For that also we can use might. Next come to can. Can you see the board? Yes. Can is used for general or occasional possibility. Okay, occasional possibility or a general possibility. It is not used for condition. Next come to could. Could suggests a very weak possibility. A very weak possibility is suggested using could. Okay. And it is also used as a past form of can. Past form of can, as well as a conditional. It is also used as a conditional, just like might. I could go to the movie theater if he asks me, like that. Okay. Okay. Now, so let us start exercise number D and C according to the instruction given in bracket. Okay, students. Exercise number C and exercise number D. Permission in the past, that means it will be could. Can. Number 10 will be can. Now come to exercise number D. According to the suggestions which is given in bracket, we are going to use general ability in the past, general possibility in the past, that means the past form of can. So, could. Okay. Weak possibility means might, and very weak possibility will be could. Okay. Can you see this part of the board? Yes. Did I miss anything out? Please check the answers in the board and tell me if you have a confusion regarding any of the answers. Okay. Tell me if you have a confusion regarding the answers of C and D which I have written in the board. Okay, fine. we are going to the next part, that is modals which suggest prohibition. Prohibition means something which is prohibited. You shouldn't do something. Okay, like a rule. Right. So, modals that express prohibitions are must not and ought not to. Modals which suggest prohibitions are must not and ought not to. Must not is used to indicate a prohibition which is not, you are not supposed to do that as a rule, as if you are bound by legal, something legal, okay, by law, or it's a rule, right? And ought not to indicate something which you shouldn't do because it is a moral duty, like it is something like you ought not to treat old people cruelly. You ought not to disrespect your elders. That is a moral duty. Means nobody is going to put you to jail for talking rudely with your parents, but that is something which you ought not to do because that would be bad. It is not the right thing to do. But when you are using must not, it is a prohibition, absolute prohibition. Like you must not speak rudely to the police, because if you do, they will put you to jail, okay, like that. So, come to exercise number E. Done. Must not. Ought not to, ought and must not. Got it, students? Okay. Today we are not going to proceed any further. Next day I am going to tell you the difference between will and shall. That is, tomorrow I am going to teach you the difference between will and shall, and I am also going to tell you about the modals which are used to convey request, and also the use of may and dare. Okay. So, students, just stay on the call. I am going to take your attendance. Okay. Stay on the call.